Hey winners, so you've just been for a run, your legs are feeling a little bit heavy, your body's feeling a little bit heavy, feeling a bit tight, you need a good stretch. This is the ultimate post-run stretch for you. We're going to stretch the whole of your body and we're going to start right now to reduce your stiffness and your muscle soreness. We're going to start on our hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And straight away what we're going to do is we're going to work into your groin and your hamstrings. We're going to step, this is my left but it's your right. So we'll go right foot out, roughly about as high as your hand almost. And then we're going to open it out, point the toes, just find a good stretch. If this is good for you, we'll stay here. If you feel like you've got more, you could just walk the hands over, keep the legs straight. If the knee starts to bend too much, let's not take it any further. And just use a little bit of movement to massage into that area as you just push your head towards the big toe, then release it, pushing into your hands as you do that. So a really good stretch all the way down, so I can feel that on the top of my ankle area, hamstrings, groin. It's just really nice to use that movement to massage. Just keep your shoulders relaxed. Breathe as you do it. And if at any point your body looks different to my body, if your shape looks different to my shape, don't judge yourself against my body. I've got a lot of years ahead of you, maybe in terms of practice, mobility and yoga, stretching. So don't judge your body against my body, and don't push your body into a shape that looks like my body just because I've been telling you to do so. You listen to your body. Okay, so from here we're going to extend a nice good stretch all the way down. So with the left hand, we're going to walk the left hand roughly in line with the knee. The left knee. We're going to start to push the hips forwards. You might start to feel that stretch all the way down the side already. You're going to reach the hand up to the sky, directly above the shoulder. If the shoulder feels okay with this, you could reach the hand above the head and create a nice good stretch all the way down that right side of your body. And just breathe into that nice big stretch. Just push the hips up, push the ribs up to the sky, open up, and just get a little bit of movement with the head and neck and shoulders so they don't get too tense and stiff. We don't want them to kind of get a bit tense in this position. Just keep a little bit of movement. I'm just going gently forwards and back and pushing my hips forwards and back. And I get a few comments often about why I do dynamic rather than static. And the thing is, with dynamic, you can get a resetting effect of the inhibitory and the excitatory impulses in the body. So that resets the body as you dynamically stretch. It kind of just signals to the body, this is resetting now. And also, it's a really good way to massage and bring suppleness to that area and also deeper relaxation. Whereas static stretching, to get flexibility benefits, you need to hold those for 3 to 5 minutes. So we'd be holding them for a long time and wouldn't have enough time in 15 minutes to do that. And bring that hand back down, coming back to all fours. And we're going to step to the other side with that now. So stepping the left foot out, point the toes. And then from here, walking the hands and the head over towards that foot if it's okay. If it's not, just stay in the centre. And again, just get a little bit of dynamic movement. Dynamic movement is really good. Dynamic stretches are really good for retraining the central nervous system as well. So as you breathe and you relax and you signal to the body, and I can feel tension in my shoulders here, I'm going to relax that. As you relax that and you signal to the body that it's okay to be here, that's retraining your central nervous system. Which basically, when we're retraining our central nervous system, we're retraining where our alarm system will allow us to go. Because when we get to a certain point, the alarm system, which is our central nervous system, kicks in and goes, whoa, I don't want to go any further. But if we dynamically work up to it, we breathe and we work through it in a relaxed way, we can retrain the nervous system to not be as so sensitive, and we will get more benefits out of that. So we will gain more flexibility benefits out of that. So dynamic stretching has a big impact in that sense, that we are retraining our central nervous system, so our brain and the network of nerves, to readjust our perception of where our body can move to. And we can get that with maximum benefit from dynamic stretching and breathing. So this time we're going to bring the right hand in line with the knee and the foot. Push the hips forwards, open up that left arm to the sky, reach up, create a good space. If the shoulder feels okay with this, you could reach the hand over the head again and look down for more balance, or look up to the sky to challenge your balance a little bit.
Keep the shoulders as relaxed as you can, although there will be work there going on obviously, but keep breathing. Just feel that nice good stretch, and just again keeping it a little bit dynamic by just a gentle little pulse forward of the hips. You can keep it static if you prefer to be static. If your body enjoys this statically, let's do that. So that's just me, I'm doing that because I like that massaging effect of the dynamic movement as the breath moves in and out of my body. Okay, so nice and steady, just reaching and then slowly bringing that hand down, come back through towards all fours. I'm going to come back to the top of your mat, so I'm going to move around. If he was on the top of the mat already, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to come back, I'm going to go hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and then just taking the knees a touch further back and tucking the toes. I'm going to send it up into down facing dog. So pressing hips into the air, keep bent knees to start, push the head towards the knees, and then just slowly pedal into the left heel, and then look through the left armpit as you really stretch into that left rib, left ribs and left hamstring area. Look underneath the left armpit, say hello. Push into the right side, look underneath the right armpit, and then just slowly pedal with that now. So really nice, good stretchy pedal. Feels so good to just do this. Just stretch the calf muscles, give them a good stretch the hamstrings as you look through the armpit and stretching the ribs, the IT band, and a little bit of the hip flexors. Keep breathing as you do this. Okay, then you're going to look up and then step the knees down and bring the left foot to the inside of the left hand. Wiggle the foot forwards and then come up to standing. So now what we want to do is make a good strong connection with that front foot and then lunge the knee a little bit forward so we can feel a stretch at the top of the right thigh going up into the hip flexors. If we've not got that, you can take that back knee that little bit further backwards. So my left leg's forward, I'm going to take my left hand to my left hip and I'm going to reach my right hand up to the sky. That creates a good stretch for that right side. So from the knee all the way up. If that's good enough, hold there. If you feel like you could go further, if your body's allowing you to, this is not a challenge by the way, so listen to your body. If it's good here, stay there. If you want to go further, if your body will allow you, you can reach your head over towards the left shoulder and reach the hand over towards the left shoulder. Breathe into that nice big space that you're creating. And again, you can create static stretching if you want and hold it. I'm going to move gently with this, so there's a little bit of strength into this front thigh and bum as I do this, but I'm just going to get a little bit of a massage with it. I'm just going to bend the knee, straighten it a little bit, bend the knee, just going to pulse with it, breathe. In and out through the nose. Getting a really nice, good stretch for that hip. All the way through the thigh, really, from the knee all the way up. Make sure the knee's soft and comfortable. Get a cushion if you need to. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, come back. Hands down to the floor. And then from here, we're just going to wiggle that left foot to the outside of the left hand, even off the mat now if you can. Again, back knee can go further back, so we get that work at the top of the thigh, into the hip flexors. Have a little bit of movement, work into the hips, work into the groin. Breathe, keep the shoulders and the elbows soft and relaxed. So you can stay in static if it feels better, or you can move about. Again, use the movement to massage deep into those muscle and tendon tissues. For me, it just feels so nice. It feels so good. So if you're enjoying this practice, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments how you felt. Did it feel good for you? Did you notice any tightness? Did you enjoy this practice? Keep breathing. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe to the channel. Become part of my growing community. My community is growing and I'm loving all the people that are coming along for the journey. Starting to make conversations with Ray, Brian, Helen. Lots of conversations with people in my comments. Really starting to grow this channel. It's really nice. Thanks for being part of it. Okay, and then from here, what we're going to do is step that left foot back now. And as we do, notice the difference in the left and the right sides. Have a little wiggle for the hips. Nice and gentle. And then we're going to go back up, tucking the toes back up into downward facing dog. So slowly press up. And let's press both heels towards the floor now. So push into a nice deep stretch. Push your head towards your knees. I'm trying to avoid the microphone with my head. Always gets in a really annoying position here. Try and breathe in a relaxed way, signal to the body. It's okay. We're calming down. We're coming into rest.
And then slowly lifting the head and chest. We're going to step the right foot up as the left knee comes down. Right foot steps on the inside of the right hand. Wiggle the foot up and get nice and strong to this right foot. Again, if you've got so we're going to push up, head up to the hip, sorry. We want to stretch at the top of the left thigh area, going up into that left hip flexor area. If you've not got that, you can take the knee further back. If it's too intense, bring the knee closer underneath your hip. Right hand to the right hip, left hand comes up. And again, you might start to feel that stretch all the way through the left side of the body already. This might be good, so hold it here if it is. If your body says, this is good, I'm not going to go any further, do that. Listen to your body, don't follow my body. Or maybe you could go, if your body will allow, bring the head over to the right side and the left hand reaches over to the right side. And just gently pulse with this now. So again, I'm going to pulse with it. Just a deep release, deep stretch and then a release. Breathing in and out through the nose. If you prefer, you can hold in static. Make sure that back knee is safe and comfortable. And there's a little bit of work going on in the glutes and the thighs. That's fine because, again, we're working through that. Almost there with this one. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands down. And then just wiggle that right foot to the outside of the right hand. Take the foot off the mat if you can. Again, have a little bit of a wiggle. Make sure that back knee is safe and comfortable. Make sure the back thigh feels good. Soften the elbows and the wrists and move about in this. Massage, open up the knee away from the upper arm. Massage the groin, breathe. Or just hold in static. Again, you do what feels right for you at this particular moment. But trying to signal to the body to unwind. It's all about the recovery. It's all about the reset. And we want that nice feel-good factor of after that stretch, that heavy run that we've done, or that running that we've been doing that's been pounding the body. We want to just ease the body and stretch it, make it feel good, refresh it. Nice and easy movements. Just feels good to massage those tissues at the end of their range of motion. And then you're going to push strong into the mat, step that right foot back nice and slowly, and then touch the toes together, knees open nice and wide, and let's rest the hips towards the heels. Stretch the hands out above the head and rest the forehead to the floor. And just take a pause for a moment, let the shoulders and the neck relax. Have a little bit of a wiggle into the left foot, into the right foot, so wiggle the hips. Breathe in and out through the nose, roll the forehead along the floor. Take any deep exhales that you need to here to just release some any of that heat, that stress, that tension, that fuzziness from your run. And it's all about resetting the body, resetting the mind, so that you are refreshed physically and mentally for the rest of your day. So then we're just going to gently start to lift the head. I'm going to walk to the top of the mat with the elbows. Bring the elbows down. A nice supported Sphinx pose. So touch the toes together at the back. Have a little wiggle through the shoulders and the elbows. Toes are touching. Lift the chin and chest to the point that you feel a good stretch through the abdominal area and some work going on the lower back. Have a little wiggle. And breathe. Just see if you can focus on the breathing. If you can, allow your exhales to be slightly longer than your inhales. It's going to help down-regulate. It's going to help relax your body. So how are you starting to feel now? How's your body feeling after this 15-minute practice? And if you are feeling good, if your body's feeling good, if you've enjoyed this practice, do let me know in the comments. I do appreciate you taking the time to comment. Do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you aren't. All ways that you can become part of the community. As I keep saying, I keep repeating it because it's really important. As a small channel, as a small growing channel, we need everybody to be on board with us that's watching our videos, following along with us. It helps us grow. So you can help us grow together.
One more breath in. And as you breathe out, just have a little bit of a wiggle. We're going to slowly work your way back up to seated. As you do, again, noticing how your body is feeling. It feels good to just stretch and squish everything. Just give it a good bit of movement and massage into it. Do you feel good after that? I hope so. Thank you for following along with me. I'm posting 3 videos a week on my channel. And as I've said, if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe, hit the bell notification. You will get all of those notifications when I post. So thank you for being here, following along with me. I shall speak to you in the next video.